Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to another amazing Ramadan treats with kids in the kitchen. Today we have an amazing cook with me, my daughter-in-law Farana, who is going to do something that's never been put on TV before, a dish, a Cape Townian cuisine. So, inshallah, Farana, I hope you're going to share this wonderful recipe with us.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Mummy. Yes, I'm going to be making tomato breedie, which is a Cape Malay dish. And it is one of my favorite dishes that I missed a lot when I came from Cape Town to Joburg, and I never made it often because nobody really enjoyed it in the house.
And then I don't think nobody really enjoyed it, Farana. You never made it for us. You just told us it's your wonderful dish.
But luckily my kids love it now, so it's become a regular dish in our home. Isn't it? You guys like it?
Yeah.
Okay, so tomato breedie is very much like a stew. You braise your meat with, so you have lamb pieces, you have lots of onions because that's what makes the gravy, some butter to braise the onions. You have, well, with a breedie you can use any vegetable, so you can make pumpkin breedie, cauliflower breedie. I'm making tomato breedie because that's my favorite. So you use about 1 kilo liquidized tomatoes with 1 kilo leg pieces, and then some potatoes. You can use as much potatoes as you like, depending on how much your family loves potatoes. And then the main ingredient is sugar, and then some salt for seasoning.
Okay. I know why we never let you do this dish so
because
often.
of the sugar.
The sugar and the tons of onion in there, Hannah. You use most of the onions in our kitchen today.
I also decided to do this dish today because my mother-in-law can't criticize this dish. Okay.
Right, Hannah.
So firstly, you're going to take the onions and the butter and you're going to add it.
Can I turn on the
yes,
Hannah?
Into the pot. So this is about 3 medium-sized onions. So now we've added the onions and the butter to the pot, and we're just going to braise it until it's a little brown, and then we'll add the lamb pieces.
Okay. So Hannah, does it get nice and light brown or
no,
just
it must be nice and dark.
Dark brown? Okay. Okay. Butter and onions.
So this takes a little bit of a while.
Okay.
So, how long? The onions will take about maybe 10 to 15 minutes to braise.
Okay, because there's a whole lot of
brown.
onions
Yeah,
in
and then
there.
you need to add the mutton pieces, and then that needs to brown. So as you can see, it took us about 8 to 10 minutes to get the onions nice and brown. So I'm stirring it now, and then I'm going to be adding in the lamb pieces.
Okay, so they have to be quite nice chunks, Hannah?
Yes, cut into pieces that you use for curry or acne and so forth. So now you're going to just braise the meat until the meat is really brown, and then you're going to add the vegetable. So now it's just the onions and the meat, and you're going to season with about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And then you're going to just braise this for another, say, 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then you're going to add the vegetables and let it cook into a thick gravy.
Viewers, as you can see, this is quite a lengthy process. The recipe will be done within 10 to 15 minutes, although our show will be showing it only for 10 minutes, but the recipe is quite a lengthy process.
So now I'm just going to leave it to braise and brown, and then we'll add the vegetable. So it took about 15 minutes to get the meat nice and brown. As you can see, it's brown and dry. So I haven't added any water. So I'm going to add just a little bit of water now, just to
give it a little gravy, Hannah?
Yes, just a little.
Okay.
So I'm going to just add a little bit of water.
Okay.
Just to get the meat cooking.
Okay. It's smelling divine, Hannah.
One of my very favorite things was growing up, when my mom would braise the meat like this, my uncle and I would actually butter bread and dip it in the onion sauce before she adds the vegetables.
Oh wow.
That's one of my very favorite things.
And what a lovely memory, Hannah.
So now, when the meat is brown, I'm going to be adding in the tomatoes. So this is about 1 kilo liquidized tomatoes.
Okay. And then it has to be nice and it's grated tomatoes.
Well, I liquidized it.
Liquidized it.
And then I'm going to be adding in the potatoes. Like I said, you can add as much potatoes as you want, depending on how much potatoes your family is.
Okay.
And
Right.
And then I'm adding in about 2 food spoons of sugar. And then you can sweeten it as much as you want, depending on what you like. I like it nice and sweet.
So Prana, the sugar that you added, is there any particular reason that you added so much of it? Is it to take away the
acidity of the tomato, as well as the tomatoes are sour? So this will sweeten it up a bit.
Okay.
But tomato breed is also generally a sweet dish.
Okay.
So now I've added in all the vegetables and the sugar, and we're going to leave it to cook until the meat is nice and tender.
Okay. So Hannah,
just get the lid.
Okay. Please tell our viewers more or less how long will this dish take?
So when you're looking at braising the onions, that was about 8 minutes. Then braising the meat was about 10 to 15 minutes. And then to boil and get the meat nice and tender will be another 30 minutes. So let's say about an hour to complete the entire dish. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to wait for this.
Yes, and then we'll have it for iftar.
Inshallah.
So after an hour-long journey in the kitchen, this is our tomato breedie. Girls? You guys have
quite a
I hope you guys enjoy it for iftar. As you can see, it is served with plain white rice.
MashaAllah. Anna, this looks amazing, and I see your T-bone is in there.
Oh yes.
I know how you always tell me, Mommy, keep the T-bone for me.
Yes.
So your T-bone is there. Viewers, I hope you enjoyed this lovely dish, because the aroma is driving us totally bananas. So, inshallah, please try this recipe. I'm really proud of you, Hannah.
Thanks, Mommy.
You did
absolutely well.
And our little 2 assistants who are so hungry. So, inshallah, we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, with another amazing recipe. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.